let's take a look at the pound dollar for the upcoming August 26th session. And there are lines from yesterday. We were looking for price to possibly come down here and retest. There was the neckline. It really didn't do a whole lot yesterday. As you can see, really tight, just up and down, up and down, up and down price action. MACD is still right near the waterline, and a lot of indicators suggesting to us that we may come down here all the way to this. What we were looking at was an inverted head and shoulders, if you remember, and it's made its way down here to retest the head. Now, it's going to be very important to keep in mind that if we break this head, it's completely invalidated, right? And if it stays short right here of the head, it still is an inverted head and shoulders. So we have plenty to track in here on the pound dollar, still very tight and choppy, and that tells us again that we need to go down to lower time frames to negotiate a trade setup. Now, what hopefully that you'll begin to notice is that prices continue to move down here more and more and more. We're going to remove this trend line here. And as it's continued to move down more and more, MACD's waving higher, which is telling us that this move is losing some of its strength and steam. And so it's suggesting to us that we could have a trend line break to the upside, that double bottom that we saw on the 4-hour hold. So we're just going to move our trend line a little bit. And we're really going to follow this slope of price because that's pretty much the average. We'll take that as an anomaly. So let's go back to the 4-hour very quickly. And on the 4-hour, we're hoping that it does come down here and touch and actually creates a double bottom. After it does that, what we'd like to have happen is get a close above this trend line that we're tracking here on a 30-minute time frame and then be looking to move to the upside. Again, this trend seems to be weakening at this point according to the MACD because MACD is going higher while price is going lower. And for the pound dollar, we will just be looking again for a close on the 30-minute above this trend line to move higher and get into a buy position. And on the 4-hour chart, I'm going to take you back out there because it's a little bit easier to see. If we get a close below this on the 1-hour chart, remember not the 30-minute, but on the 1-hour chart, if we get a close below this low, which we've demarked with this line here, then we'd be looking for a sell. Not too much more than that. There's not a lot of drama going on in the pairs. Again, it's a very, very thin market. And like the other pairs, you need to make sure that you're taking your trades off this week in larger chunks with smaller pip value profit. So please keep that in mind. That's going to be a wrap for the pound dollar for today.